Hello everyone, welcome back to more chess. We're playing 10-5 again, and I'm white again, so if it were always this easy, I could be Magnus Carlsen, I assume. I don't know, we played this last time and it seemed fine. Actually, we did it in the other order. No, it was exactly the opposite of fine. I gave up my own tempo this time for questionable benefit. Okay. Let's just back up to here. Stay on the same color so the knight can't hassle me. I think this was... I know it is like a playable opening, but it's not one that I meant to play, and I don't think it's very great for me. Get out a knight? Okay, fine. I want to play queen here. They'll kick me away, which is not like ideal. Maybe I should just take more space. What are they going to do about that? Oh, by the way, my opponent's a 1465. Knight here? Is that insane? Oh, seems fine. Threatens to do some unpleasant stuff to their pawns over here. And this, the queen is still protecting the pawn, so I don't risk that. Knight here might be a little bit awkward, I guess. But I think I can just defend with the queen. Okay. This way they get to develop their queen instead of ruining their structure. That's definitely an improvement for them. Okay, I guess I'll live with it. I want to do something over here. I have good control over these diagonals, but I don't see what it would actually be. This is a good square that I'd like to be able to attack someday, not just because the queen is there now, but because they don't have good pawn control over it anymore. I don't know, this move like seems... How could this be bad, right? They probably kick me with the pawn now or soon. Okay, interesting. I might want to go queenside this game, actually. I kind of ruined my kingside structure a little bit, and the queen side is still looking fine. Don't move this bishop. He's protecting that pawn. That's important. Well, then it's hard to castle over here, isn't it? It seems wacky, but I kind of like... I don't know. This is fine, I guess. I like this because it defends that pawn, but I'm not planning to leave him there for long. Here, right? This is fine. Now this knight is weakening several of their pieces. And castling kingside is suddenly looking sort of okay because this is a nice file to take control of at the moment. Or to lend support to, at least. Not really taking control of it exactly. Ooh. I don't like that. Whoops. The way to get it there is like this. Because what they kind of like this because it means if I take, I can't defend the knight very well. I don't know. Maybe this actually still works for them. So like I take something. Takes, and I'm not like if I take with the queen, then when they take the bishop takes my knight. My queen can't retake because she'll just be captured. This rook, I think, solves that problem. Can I get away with this? Attacking the queen? She can take the knight. I can take, and at the end, my pawn's gotten away with something, right? Now, you could do this instead, but then I'm still attacking the queen. So I think this is a good idea. Ah, the queen can escape by taking that pawn. And now my knight is extremely uncomfortable. And so is my bishop. Okay, let's get the bishop out of the way. I think I'm in a bad spot here, but maybe not the worst spot ever. Queen here is actually a big threat for me, isn't it? If I do this, because I'm threatening some stuff over here. Not really, actually. I hate this. This pawn has been stuck forever, and it's keeping the bishop stuck as well. So like this right now doesn't work, right? Takes. I'm down a knight. Oh, I'm not. Oh, but takes is kind of no, because I can take their queen. Takes. Yeah, this undefended bishop, there's tactics here. Takes is also fine. I think I can do this. Well, oh, they can. I'm not sure. It's a little bit weird. Maybe this doesn't work. I think I end up losing a knight for a pawn in the end. I'm in check! Oh my god. Who knew that capture was going to be with check? Okay, well, it's going to be a rough game. Queen here. Oh, just checkmate me. Sure. This bishop he's so far away. How did he get there? Okay. Give me that computer analysis. So when did I throw this away? Was it just with that attempt to the knight trick, or we were having a pretty quiet early game? Apparently there was a tactic for black that we both missed here. And then here, well, we'll just say what was my mistake. I did this. And what actually happened in the game? I know. Well, I don't. I just wanted to see what actually happened in the game. I did that, and black moved e6, which is here. I don't know, just develop? Yeah. It says there is no tactic here. So my question is, suppose I actually do this. Black takes, and that's apparently the... No? It's a minus 1.4. And it's saying that the best move for black is to take here. Right? But then after that happens, the position is fine. It's a draw. I don't understand how to use the computer. How do I say, like, show me more of this line? You do this. Okay, it does, oh, I see. This pawn becomes a liability when the queen attacks it. Maybe. Oh, the queen just picks it up with check. I see. Check and take the pawn. Okay, definitely now I understand the mistake there. Not saying I'll spot it next time, but at least I understand what it was. And here is when I threw away my lead. I took here. Which attacks the queen. And I was thinking the queen was in trouble, but she actually can just retake like that, which is what I didn't see. Better is develop a bishop to get my rooks in play. Doesn't like that. That's just as bad. Well, let's pay more attention to this position, right? Like, my pawn is in some danger, and so is my knight, right? Takes is sort of fine, but takes is a problem, right? Yeah, well, no, because this bishop is actually watching over the diagonal as well, right? So suppose I do nothing. Takes. We're even on material. My queen is defended, and I'm not in any immediate danger there, it seems like. So maybe I could just let them... Maybe I just do this? No, it hates that. I don't know. What's the best move? Queen over there. So what's... I guess the problem with what I did is that it lets them attack two of my pieces at the same time who are both having some issues, right? I resolved that in game by sacking the bishop, but then I threw away my queen. Yeah. Best would be here now. And then, okay. So, well, like, why is queen here better? Because I can get my bishop involved. I see. The bishop and the queen are both watching this pawn, but the bishop wants to get developed, and the queen needs to get out of the way while still being in the area. Okay. Yes, I know this was a blunder. I don't know. Just tell me what I was supposed to do instead. Queen here, fine. All right, let's play another one. I'm black. I didn't know that was possible. I don't even know black openings. Sure, we'll do this. That's correct, right? A Sicilian kind of? Is this a Sicilian, or is the Sicilian on the other side? I don't know. I don't think it's on the other side. That would be pretty bad, right? You just throw away the pawn. Can I get it to show me like what? Oh, I can give my opponent time. I don't really need to do that. Thank you. I thought it could tell me what opening we're in. Not that it really matters. Just curious. If I remembered correctly, this is the Sicilian. And now contest the center. Bishop here is maybe not ideal, because he's blocked in by these two pawns, and he blocks this pawn in as well. I'd kind of like to play pawn here, but sadly they have two attackers on this space already, so not such a great idea. I've created big weaknesses on these squares, actually. Maybe this was not such a good idea. My opponent doesn't have any serious weaknesses yet. This square someday might be a hole. I mean, it is a hole, but it's not really one I can do anything about at the moment. I can just get this bishop out to somewhere quiet. Maybe I should have actually pushed this pawn first and developed the bishop there. It's a better place for him long term. But okay, defending this pawn is worth something, I guess. I think I can just castle. There's no real rush to do anything else that I can see. This spot's a little sensitive because this bishop's attacking it, and I would have to retake with the king. No, I can retake with the rook. That would be fine. Let's try to make this bishop's life unpleasant. Like, he'll have to back up to here, I assume. Unless maybe you push here first to make room for him? But I have 3 attackers on that space, and you would only have 3 defenders, actually. I guess you'd be fine. Okay, so you want to be able to pull him further back. Seems fine. But I think I'll do this regardless. Get some space. I think I wanted to push this pawn so I can get this bishop somewhere more useful. Right, this looks like a nice square. Guarded by my knight, pinning their knight to the queen. Well, not anymore. That would be pretty unpleasant for me, wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't. What's this queen threatening? Here's no good. I just take with the rook. But if you can pile up another attacker, I'd be pretty unhappy. Like knight here or something? Not sure about this. Seems questionable. Here? Takes, and I'm down a pawn. Seems bad. Well, they kind of want to move this knight here, and I kind of don't want that to happen. So let's defend that square. Also attacks the bishop. I don't know if that's a good bishop or a bad bishop. Both of their bishops seem pretty good. Both of mine seem kind of bad right now. But this bishop actually can't escape. If I want him, I can have him. I have to trade the knight for him, but there's nowhere he can go that I can't take him. So that seems useful. I think I should take that trade. My knight over here isn't doing much, and their bishop could do something. Who's my opponent, by the way? 1372. All right. Really making them think with this one, huh? Trying to decide how they want to capture the bishop, I guess. Okay, well, let's take it. Knight here? Forces the queen to actually get out of there, right? She has to run back onto one of these two spaces, which she can't be very happy about. I could have done something similar, I guess, by putting my bishop here, and then I wouldn't have a knight on the edge. Yeah, that probably would have been better. Because I want to make this move anyway, and it feels really dumb to have first put the knight here. Well, I don't know. Then I'll have this space protected by my bishop. Here's the thing. If I put my bishop here now, they'll probably trade, and that really exposes my king. So I probably should not do that. Yeah, I think knight here was a mistake. Bishop here was better. I don't really see any compelling things to do right now. Well, I could give my king a little breathing room. Choosing the to weaken a dark square because they have a light square bishop. Oh, okay. Queenside castles, the aggressive approach. This bishop sucks. How can I make him not suck? I gotta get my rooks over somewhere. Like, I don't know. I should be attacking somehow. Where? I don't have any good attacks. These knights are just so dominant right next to each other. They're guarding so many squares. Well, I mean, this is something, I guess. If a knight takes, I retake with queen, pinning this knight and attacking this pawn. And that opens up this area a fair bit for me. Now I can bring this bishop in to do something a bit more purposeful. Although they could... No, the knight is pinned. They can't. They can't be happy about putting the rook here, I don't think. Actually, I don't know why they didn't put it up here somewhere. Get a rook involved? No, push this pawn. It's pinned. That's illegal. This is what I was telling you. Pieces this far away shouldn't be allowed to make attacks. Not seeing anything really. I mean, I can play bishop here, but I don't see what it's doing. It just gives them permission to move this rook as well. I don't know. It cramps up their back rank quite a bit to have a bishop like attacking here and here. And it's a space that's very hard for them to ever dislodge that bishop from. They have to use the knight to do it. And that's going to take a while. This is a good space for their knight, for sure. I don't know if they want to go there now, but it's a thing they could consider someday. This guy's pinned. Don't move him. It's illegal. I gotta address that pin somehow. But I can't, like, do it? I'm tied up in knots here. There's just, like, none of my pieces can do anything. I can push this guy. Seems, like, anti-good. But there's no way to even get a rook here, because I can't handle either of these two spaces. This bishop is horrible. I hate him. Okay, let's get this knight here, and then I can push this. And maybe start trying to dismantle the bishop that way. I think I'm happy to have a chance to move my rook. Anyway, I played through there's a site called elometer.net where it'll give you like 70 something puzzles and then rate you based on how well you did on them before starting the series. And it rated me 1750, and I was like, there's just simply no way in the world I'm a 1750 player. I was paying more attention to the puzzles than it thought I should, you know. It thought I should have played them like in Blitz, and I didn't, or what, I don't know. But as you can see, I'm clearly not a 1750 player. Knight in here is looking very powerful now, isn't it? Not for any specific reason, it's just a really unpleasant knight for my opponent to deal with. But I'm kind of thinking of this first, actually, now that the bishop's boxed himself in. I mean, I guess he can get out here. But then I go here and he's sort of, well, that doesn't actually work, does it? He just takes my pawn. Ugh. Okay, I didn't think this one through. I can rescue the pawn or I can rescue the rook. I kind of think this pawn is doing a lot, and this rook at the moment is not doing so much. Do I have some in-betweener maybe? Like take this guy? I don't know. I'll give it a try. I don't think it's a particularly powerful in-betweener. I'm still losing the pawn, but like I was able to trade this pawn for this pawn. I don't know if that was really a great idea. Yeah, because now I have this weakness here. What is this about? Threatening my knight or something more sinister? I was kind of planning to put the knight here anyway. And this stops the knight from further encroaching. Now I can plant my rook here. Well, no, I can't, because their knight I see is guarding like that. Maybe that's what they were trying to stop. Keep the bishop back there, I'm pretty sure, is very worth doing. He's holding the entire kingside down for me by stopping these rooks from swarming in. I still, obviously, it looks like I'm losing. Ooh. Oh! Yep. Definitely losing. There goes my queen, see? Yeah. Need to be aware of those, like, tactical... This is the kind of, like, position that you should be looking at as a problem. Like, the knight is 2 steps away from your king. Try not to put other important pieces on the same color, because it's likely there will be a knight fork against them. Yeah, and then my bishop was going to fall too. Right, say knight here, or king here. Knight takes, take, and it's just a humongous disaster. Queen is threatening mate in 1, like everything's horrible. Alright, let's learn from my mistakes here. I played g6, which it doesn't like. I mean... It wasn't that bad, apparently, according to the score down here. Gave away a small fraction of a... Oh, no, we're here. I see. Okay, gave away a pawn. Interesting. But then my opponent somehow gave back the pawn and then some on the next turn. I thought this was just like a useful developing move in a position where I didn't really see many others that I had. But maybe I should have done this sooner? No. Ugh, I don't see anything to do in this position. Here? It likes that because this threat is no longer going to materialize. I see. Yeah, I see. White should have planted the bishop here, attacking my rook and developing, just in general, a pretty good attack of some kind over here. This piece is a humongous problem, and it's tied in very well. Just attacking a bunch of my squares. Okay. Next, I went here, which it doesn't like. I thought that was a cool move. I hated these knights. But I guess I was supposed to do basically the same thing. Stop this bishop getting here. No, it doesn't like it this time. Here? Probably bad, right? Yeah. It's like, what about, my pieces are all stuck. They can't do anything valuable, it feels like. I can't push any pawns, can I? Like, this guy is overwhelmed. I could maybe develop a queen somehow here? I don't know. Alright, what was I supposed to do? Move my rook. Huh. So, if I move my rook, I don't know. I don't see what this accomplishes. I ran back with the knight, which was a blunder because of this. I could have just hung out here. I'm actually winning at this point. Ah, stop. God, the fucking scroll wheel. This is the one point in the game where I'm winning. My opponent just played rook a to c8, and that gave me an advantage. Can I, like... I don't understand this damn interface. What move? It's upset about... It's upset about that, about me putting knight there. Okay, so this is the position where I'm supposed to find another move. And my opponent had just played c4, which was the mistake. Do I just take it? I don't see why that's so great. Oh, right. I was talking about doing this earlier. It's a good square. But then I thought, oh, I can go here and attack the bishop instead. Right, I was planning to do this, and then they played bishop here, and I was like, I have a better idea, but it's actually a worse idea. Right now, I'm like attacking their queen, who's all tied up, and their bishop has nothing really productive to do. Well, I don't know. Can't he still go here? No, because I'm attacking the queen. And I can keep attacking the queen? Apparently? Ooh, that's a weird one. I see, this works. They can't take. Because I can do this? No, the queen escapes. It's fine, but it's not amazing. Huh. Oh, and then we go queen here to take away more of the enemy queen squares. I don't know. This is all like very confusing to me. And I'm winning here again. Really? Oh yeah, I mean I chose to give up the rook thinking it wasn't doing much for me. But maybe I'm just supposed to like run away. And thinks this is drawing. I don't know, this pawn seems pretty dang scary to me. Right, like how am I not in trouble here? Well, okay, I see. I now have a bishop to play against because it can't really... No, it can get out this way if it wants. I don't know. I played rook here, which it doesn't like. What happened in the game? I'm trying to remember. They played knight here, I remember now. I know it's up here, but... Huh. I still don't see any promising moves here. Am I like... I was worried about this pawn. Maybe I should just push the pawn. No. I don't know. What was I supposed to do? Knight here. Just giving up the pawn and like I... Oh, getting my knight back to this square. The one place it wants to be on the whole board. Okay. Give up on the pawn and just try to do something. Doesn't like this. Which I thought was useful because it was protecting this and stopping the knight from advancing further. Was I supposed to kill the knight? Yeah. I don't know, but I was losing at this point. It's like, okay, fine. Alright, well, we're still provisionally rated, right? Still no real rating. How many do you have to do before you get a real rating? I don't know. Provisional. Tell me about provisional. How many rated games do you have to play? I don't know. I've won only one game, but it was my first one, so I felt smart about it. And I guess they did just resign after I blundered away the game, so maybe don't feel too smart about it. Huh. Alright, well, who knows what all this shit is about. I just wanted to know how many I have to play until it's not provisional anymore. Oh well, we'll find out. Maybe it's 12 games. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.